It wasn't even on my head. It was just like
Number 10. Negative 2x minus 5y is equal to 9. And 3x plus 11y is equal to 4. Alright, so is there anything that I can multiply either of those by that give me the value of the variable in the other one?
No.
Okay. So, what I need to do then is I need to multiply both equations by something to get a common value. Okay, I'm still looking for one of them to be positive and one of them to be negative. Okay. So, I would like to go with the easier number. So, in this case, the x's look easier to me. It's 2 and 3. So, I'm going to multiply this top equation by 3 and the bottom one by 2. Okay, yes?
I thought I had a pencil, but it's just a pen, so can I get a pencil from my locker?
Yeah, that's fine.
Imagine.
Any idea why this is how I chose to do this?
Oh, you switched.
Because none of the numbers go up to each other.
Okay, none of the numbers go up to each other. If this is 2 and this is 3, if I multiply this one by 2 and this one by 3, what's going to happen?
Negative 6x and 6x.
Okay, yep. So if I take each one and I multiply it by the number in front of the other one, there may be occasionally that there's simpler numbers you could use. In this case, there's nothing simpler that I could use. Okay? But if I do that, it's a foolproof method that if you multiply the bottom one by the number in front of the variable in the top and the top one by the number in front of the variable in the bottom, it will always work. Okay, it will always cause something to cancel. So my new equations are negative 6x minus 15y is equal to 27, and 6x plus 22y is equal to 8. And now I can cancel the x's, and so I just have 22y minus 15y, which is 7y, is equal to 35. So y is equal to 5. Now with this one, okay, remember we're plugging it into one of the original equations. It doesn't matter which one. Okay. So do y'all want to do top or bottom?
Top.
Alright, so negative 2x minus 5 times 5 equals 9. Negative 2x minus 25 equals 9. I'm going to add this 25 over. So negative 2x is equal to 9 plus 25 is 34. Divide by negative 2. X is equal to negative 17. So my ordered pair is negative 17, 5. Okay, any questions about how we did that one? All right, then number 12. 7x plus 3y is equal to negative 12, and 2x plus 5y is equal to 38. All right, do any of the variables have a number that I can multiply by to get to the other one? No? All right, so which variable do we want to deal with in this case? It doesn't matter. Y'all can pick your favorite. X? All right, we're doing X.
Well, why is it better? Because it's
All right.
5 and it's
If I'm dealing with X, I need to get the numbers in front of them to both be the same. What should I multiply the top one by?
Negative 2x.
Okay, negative 2 works. So then what do I need to multiply the bottom one by? Okay, 7. So my new equations. And just before I do that, okay, I could have done multiply by 2 on the top and negative 7 on the bottom. Okay, that would have worked if I was going to do the y's I could have multiplied the top one by 5 and the bottom one by -3. Okay, there are other options. It's not just one right method to use. Okay, we just decided we were doing x's, and we all said negative on top, which is totally fine. Just want to make sure you understand where that's going. All right, so -2 times 7x is -14x. -2 times 3y is -6y. And -2 times -12 is +24. So that's my new top equation. My new bottom equation, 7 times 2x is 14x. 7 times 5 is 35y. And 38 times 7 is, we're just going to do this one down here really quick. 26, 266. I hope that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. All right, so now x's are going to cancel. Okay, they're opposite signs, same number. So then 35y minus 6y is 29y. I'm going to add these numbers over here together. So that's going to give me 290. How many times does 29 go into 290? So y is 10. And then remember, I'm plugging it into the original. Okay, if I plug this into one of these over here, it's just a lot more complicated. Technically nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to make your life a little easier. So which one do you want to plug it back into? Top or bottom? Bottom. All right, so 2x plus 5 times 10 equals 38. 2x plus 50 equals 38. I'm going to subtract the 50. The 2x is equal to -12. X equals -6. So my ordered pair is -6 and 10.
Why is there a riddle on the board?
I solved it. You told us that
It's a
your
one-story house,
fiance
they
would
don't
like
they don't have
come
stairs.
in, and yeah, I solved it.
I
They don't have
solved
stairs.
it.
It doesn't have stairs.
It's a one-story house.
It's a
Well,
one-story
there
house.
went your opportunity for extra credit.
I mean, it is
James.
not a one-story house. I actually don't know what it is. I'm figuring it out until it's extra.
I wrote it down first, but I had it written down. So James said he was gonna say it out loud. So I think that I should get credit for having it written down beforehand. And I think it's all James' fault, and he should get 5 points off of his test. I hope you burn.
All right.
You're not answering those like that.
14. 12x minus 7y is equal to -2, and -8x plus 11y is equal to 14. I want you guys to try this one on your own.
So it doesn't matter which way.
How do I get the numbers to multiply the whole equation by?
So you take like you like multiply
Exactly.
by each other.
I'd rather the teacher explain it to me.
You're going to try to find a common number that you can multiply. It doesn't have to be the same number that you multiply both equations by, obviously, because that would not work. But typically what I do is if I'm like, let's say I'm dealing with the y's in this case, I'm going to multiply that bottom equation by 7 and the top one by 11, because then 11 times 7 is going to be equal to 77. And then down here, if I multiply by 7, 7 times 11 is 77. And so that's how I'll do it. And if they're not opposite signs already, you have to multiply one of them by a negative. I tend to put the negative one on the bottom because I like it nice and neat and subtracting off the bottom, but it technically doesn't matter.
So you just multiply across.
when we're done?
Huh?
Do you want us to wait when we're done?
Yeah. Give another minute or two and then we'll go over it.
I got one.
All right, so what variable did y'all use?
I use One.
I used the one that you said.
yeah, because you said it out loud, so I
Okay. So 11 and 7. So let's see. 121.
21.
Wait, yeah. No.
132.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not right.
I got the answer.
And then negative 56x plus 77y is equal to
14.
98.
I do 80.
This
Yeah,
guy.
how'd you do
This guy.
May have missed a whole 10.
All right, so the y's cancel, and let's see. I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way, cause you know. 76x is equal to 76. So
I see what I did.
x equals 1.
Yeah, you're wrong.
And then I can go back and plug it into any of them. I'm going to pick the bottom one. Negative 8 times 1 plus 11y is equal to 14. Negative 8 plus 11y equals 14. Add 8. 11y is equal to 22. So y is equal to 2. So it is 1, 2.
One thing is, I don't understand how I did that.
Me and Chris
Because
got
I got
it.
the second part wrong.
Sorry.
I might have, I think I copied my, no, I think I copied my X wrong. Because I had that exact setup. And I just,
Yeah, same.
No, you.
no, I literally had X times 1. And I don't know why I didn't have 1 written down.
Sorry, you're just
Yeah, good.
Okay, and remember, you can always go back and check your answer by plugging this into one of the equations. Like 12 times 1 minus 7 times 2 equals negative 2. 12 minus 14 equals negative 2. Negative 2 equals negative 2. And that would be a way for you to check and verify that you got the answer right. Okay, remember, I'm not necessarily requiring you to do that on these ones, but I highly recommend it because you know right away if you got the answer right or wrong, and you can go back and try to fix it. Okay, which will help a lot of you on the test and quiz. All right, I'm going to have you guys try another one. All right, 16 negative 7x plus 10y equals 11, and negative 8x plus 15y equals 34. All right, so try that one for a couple minutes.
Shut up.
Shut up.
James, shut up.
If you ask me this,
Can you please shut up? Can you please shut up? Can you please be quiet, James? Please.
James, shut up.
All right, let's be working on this problem. I don't think anybody's done yet. All right, we have an answer. Got all the talkings for.
I have Y.
All right, what do we multiply by?
3.
Can I ask if x is a fraction? Because I got a fraction.
No,
Negative
it is
3
not.
and 3.
Negative 3 and 3.
Yes.
I multiplied by 8 and 7. The x's.
Wait, so what'd you cancel?
What do you mean?
What did you cancel?
So you multiplied 1 by negative 3 and 1 by 3. So what canceled for you?
No, I haven't tried it yet.
Bro!
What?
Okay, 3 works for the top one, but that means that I have to do what for the bottom one?
I don't know.
I did 8 for the top one and negative 7 for the bottom one.
Okay, that would work as well. I'm gonna, just since he said 3, I'm gonna show you another method, okay? The method of using the number that and just flipping the two numbers always works, okay? If I did 3 across the top, then I get that. So 15 times what would give me, well, I need it to be negative, okay, 2. So I can multiply this one by 2, but I need to do negative 2. So that's going to be 16x minus 30y is equal to negative 68. Okay, so do we understand how I can do that? Okay, so like I said, sometimes there might be easier numbers to multiply by, but the other way is foolproof. You will not have an issue if you just flip the two numbers, okay? But this way you just see another method. So this is going to be negative 5x, y's are going away, is equal to, is that negative 35? So then x is equal to 7. I can try to focus this back in really quick because it's getting a little blurry. There we go. All right, so then I'm going to take the 7 and plug it back in. So negative 7 times 7 plus 10y is equal to 11. Negative 49 plus 10y is equal to 11. Add 49 over 10y is equal to 60. So y is equal to 6. So the ordered pair is 7, 6. Okay, Okay?
I marked that one like really wrong, but I can't really tell how because there's different numbers.
What'd you do?
I used -8 and 7 for it.
Okay, so let's.
Like, I know why.
Oh, I think I know what I did.
So you did -8 times. I'm gonna write it again and then I'll move it down. So you did that? Okay. So let's see, that would give me 56x minus 80y equals -88. And then negative 56x plus 105y is equal to
I got it.
That's the simplest one.
that, I think. So then this would give me 25y is equal to, I'll write this the other way because I can't do it upside down.
Yeah, that's where I messed up because I did 238 minus 88. Wait, actually, that's what it is.
So y equals 6. And then you can plug that into either one. Negative 7x plus 10 times 6 equals 11. Negative 7x plus 60 equals 11. Negative 7x is equal to negative 49. And then x is equal to 7.
I don't know how I got 2.
Do you see where?
Yeah, I see where I messed up. I don't know why I got 2.
I do see what happens too. You see
I got
where
the
you're
trans-
Maggie, do you see where?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are the numbers so
I
weird?
did why.
So that's the thing where I was saying the method is foolproof if you use the number that's in front of like its buddy. Okay, that method always works, but the numbers aren't as nice. Okay, so like when he said to use 3, that's why I was like, okay, well let me go ahead and show you what happens if I do that. Okay, so sometimes there are easier numbers to use that make you not have to deal with numbers like 238. But if you want a method that's 100% guaranteed to work, this is the way to go.
Does it
That's
matter
how-
what one I do? Like,
Nope, because it'll come out the same way every time.
What if I want to do 15 and 10 instead? Would it matter?
Well, I did do 15 and... Oh, multiply. You're saying multiply the whole thing by 15 and multiply the whole thing by 10? Yeah, that's completely fine. You're just remember that when you have numbers like 34 out here, that's just going to get to be obnoxious.
Can I just like pick random numbers? Like 1 and 2 for every single problem?
Well, it's got to be ones that are going to cause it to cancel.
I don't want it.
So, you got to find numbers that are going to make it cancel. I like to find the simplest one. Like, I would have 100% done 3 and -2. If I was doing this on my own, like not teaching it. I was just trying to show you guys the method like this that's guaranteed to work every time. Because if there's a pattern that is guaranteed to work every time, it's a good way to do it. I just like smaller numbers, which is why I go the other route. But either way is completely fine. Okay. How are we feeling about this? I know it's basically the same stuff as yesterday, just a little bit of an extension of it. We feeling okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add on some problems from what you had yesterday. So yesterday I assigned 3, 5, and 7. So I'm going to rewrite them down here at the bottom. Okay, so you had 3, 5, and 7 from yesterday. And then today I'm going to add on 9, 13, and 15. Okay. We haven't done it yet, but I would like you to do 21. Okay, this one, and when I say we haven't done it yet, we 100% have done it. But I didn't do an example of it like today or anything. 21 through 32 says to choose any method. Okay, so you can do it by graphing, by substitution, or by this elimination method. Okay, and solve it. So, you should know how to do it. but I'm going to just let you pick whatever method you like. Okay? The way it's set up, I will tell you my personal recommendation would be substitution. Okay? But I prefer elimination myself. I prefer this method that we've been doing for 7.3 and 7.4. So, all that to say, you can choose whatever method you want as long as you know how to do it. That would be what I would say to do. The way it's set up, it's set up pretty nicely for substitution. You will end up with a fraction while you're working the problem, but your answer will not come out to be a fraction. Okay.